closed for council meeting.
And during my time here, I've come to realize what makes Haven so special. It's a flower shop run by multiple generations. A bar owner who greets every customer by name. It's a spring festival tradition going back 100 years.
Come on, Alex.
History, loyalty, pride. These values which define Haven are the same values that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership has been so successful.
Yeah, you've no idea where she is.
It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven. We believe in this community, and we're tremendously excited for its future.
Come on, Alex.
Thank you, Diane.
Come break in, screw this up.
I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
Come on, Alex. Come on. Yeah, please, please, please.
Alex! Oh my god!
I'm fine.
No, you're
You
not.
are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
What happened?
Not before the vote.
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
What?
Alex, you're hurt. Do you need help? We can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
Alex, what's going on?
You know exactly what's going on. I was down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero. That whole story is a lie. Jed caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father. Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote. All they care about is making more money. They'll do whatever it takes to push this expansion through. So they decided to bury the evidence. And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see, he tried to kill me too. Why aren't any of you saying anything?
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
I wasn't asking you.
The things you've said obligate me to at least address them. These accusations are, well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do. But we all sympathize with your situation. You've been through so much. Your brother was your only family, wasn't he? I can only imagine how much you want an explanation for his loss. Something to give you comfort and make your life seem less unfair.
know there's proof of the cover-up. You had Pike arrest me to suppress the evidence.
Officer Pike arrested you for stealing items from my purse. Perhaps you were looking for evidence?
And I found it. Which is why you and Jed tried to threaten me into silence.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking about?
No, I don't. I've tried to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her. All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who we're trying to help.
I want to lash out, but I also don't want, Alex needs to appear calm and rational here.
This is an act. You're lying. Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too. But I'm telling the truth.
I believe you. Of course I do. I believe you too.
Thank you, Charlotte.
I'm horrified and shocked and still processing everything, but I believe you.
Ryan.
I would like to speak.
Oh, goodness.
This young lady came to Haven as a stranger, but over the last few weeks, she's become one of us. Now, her story certainly seems unlikely, if not impossible. But she deserves at least an investigation of her claims. We ought to take her seriously.
Come on, Pike.
Ducky, you're being unhelpful. Alex, sweetheart. You know our mind can play tricks on us.
Oh, Dan!
None of it is your fault. It's so hard to admit you need
Eleanor.
help,
Her name is Eleanor. Jesus.
but it's always better in the end.
Eleanor.
We're all worried about you. Let us help you.
Come on, Pike.
Don't worry, Alex. I got this.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Yes, we went through this yesterday. Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game. I know.
Don't test me, Jason.
You know what? I'm not scared of you anymore. And not of you, not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Jason. Well, given that your judgment in this matter is
Emotionally compromised? You should probably remove yourself from...
Cut the crap. If you think you could shut me up with...
I think you better cool it.
I would like to speak again.
It concerns me that a voting member of this council has openly admitted to a personal bias.
This is a load of bullshit.
I'm really sorry.
Getting ridiculous.
We're all getting ahead of ourselves. And what's the important matter here?
I'm not your lapdog anymore.
Deputy Pike, I am not responsible
I'm
for
sorry,
any
Alex.
I'm going first thing tomorrow.
Ryan.
Dad? Please. Come clean. We'll figure it out together.
It amazes me. The extent to which she has manipulated you.
Come on, Dad.
Never in a million years.
Come on. I hate seeing you do this.
My own son.
Dad.
My own goddamn son!
Stop.
Whoa. What was that?
I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven. This was never about Haven at all, was it? This was about you. I know it's easier not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John. He made a lot of mistakes. He wasn't a good father. I think he came here trying to be better. But you killed him. And then Gabe, my big brother. Haven was his second chance. He was so proud of who he'd become. A great boyfriend. A cool dad. But he died. Because of you. And then there's me. For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. Haven changed me. I started to think about the future. Belong somewhere. I want to know that there's a place and a group of people who wouldn't be the same without me. I was starting to feel that here. And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth. You've forgotten it, haven't you? You've plastered over it with another story. You tell yourself you're a hero, a strong leader. Sometimes that means making hard choices. Decisions that could lead to people dying. Few men could handle that. Haven's lucky to have you. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see? 11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And you couldn't even say those words out loud because you're a coward. You couldn't imagine saying it to your wife, saying it in front of your son. Every day you were brave enough to go underground and look death in the eye, but you couldn't muster the courage to admit a mistake. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't.
I'm not sure what she's doing right now exactly.
The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break. But when you come out the other side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are. I see the truth about you. You hate yourself. You hate what you did in the past. You hate what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the worse it grows. I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you.
Oh, jeez.
And I forgive you.
Still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs.
Oh.
Where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago. A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspections, caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment. We will have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute, coming right up.
Alex, I still don't know how you're alive.
Yeah, the silence is worse. I need to get some air.
Oh god, phone.
After summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop.
Oh my god, phone. I'm just gonna wait a second. Oh, there's gonna be so much in here.
Okay, I gotta admit, this is a pretty great feeling.
That rocked. That was something else, Steph. Bravo. Wow, wow, wow. Thanks, guys. We had a blast. Totally starstruck.
Maybe I should start charging for my services.
2 of your neighbors have changed their relationship status. Josh Hopkins and Julia Crow are now in a relationship. Oh my god, finally. For real, man. Come on. Did everyone know but us?
I'm glad Ducky had a nice night. He deserves it.
Turned out to be a great Springfest after all. Really good to see you out there this year, Duck. It's certainly time for new beginnings. That's the spirit, Ducky. What a festival, Haven. We ate, drank, and made merry. We tasted chilies. We rocked out to some music. Enjoyed a lovely spring night in our beautiful town. Thanks for another great year, everyone. Great festival. Thanks to our business partners and everyone who put so much work into making this festival possible. Our pleasure, the smiles and laughter make it all worth it. Best part of the year.
It was special for me too, Steph. Enjoy that ice cream.
Sadly, the spring festival's over, but the fun continues at Avalanche Ice Cream. Share your favorite memory from the festival in the comments and get one scoop on us. I liked when Josh burned his mouth on the chilies. I didn't. Better get a free scoop on that burned stat. The music, hands down. We love the set too, 1 free scoop. I finally grew a pair and told a very special girl how special she is, and the scariest part wasn't telling her, it was realizing how dumb I was for waiting this long. Damn, I think you deserve 2 scoops for that one. Oh yeah. What a wonderful spring festival. Thanks to everyone who made such a beautiful celebration. Now spill the beans who got a rose. I know someone who might have gotten one. I think I might know someone who got one as well. Sigh. Hang in there, bud. Can we brag for someone else? I don't see why not, as long as that someone has given the permission. Hey, Steph, do I have permission to brag about the rose you got last night from your crush? Come on, man.
I bet Steph wishes she could reword that. But it's pretty funny.
Hello, as many as you know, I'm a freelancer for the Rocky Mountain Gazette. I'm writing an article about this evening's incredible performance at the Spring Festival, but I can't track down the band's name. Anybody know? Hey man, so we aren't like a band as such. So we don't really have a name yet. Hey, no worries. Can I get your names for the article? I'm Steph Gringrich, the brains of the operation. My muscle is Alex. LOL, she's gonna die when she sees this.
I'm so sorry I worried you all.
Hey, anybody seen Alex today? We agreed to meet up last night, but then she ghosted. Super not like her, kind of freaked out. Oh no, have you contacted Jason? Called his cell, no response. I'll try 911 next. What's troubling? Haven't seen her, keep me posted, will you? Jesus, Jed. Black Lantern will not be open for lunch today on account of the town council vote. We'll see you for happy hour. Yes on jobs, yes on prosperity, yes on expansion. You do realize that expanding mining operations outside of Haven is a temporary fix, right? It's not even considering the environmental impact. Do you have any proof? Hello neighbors, thank you for making last night's Spring Festival such a resounding success. Now comes another annual tradition, cleaning up after ourselves. I'll need a few volunteers to help me spruce up the park in the wake of last night's festivities. Work begins as soon as today's council meeting concludes. Drop your name in the hat. Sure, why not? I'm down. We're pretty hungover, but Jesse and I might be recovered by this afternoon. Tentative, yes. Take care of you first, but if you're feeling up for it, we'd love to have you both. Gotta open the bar. Sorry, darling. Oh, pish.
It never ends.
Statement regarding the ongoing investigation in Haven Springs. We appreciate the community's concerns. Details are still emerging. We are cooperating with state police. We currently have exactly as much information as any of you. Addendum. State police have tapped Deputy Jason Pike to provide assistance in this case, and as such, management of this account has been handed over to another deputy. While we acknowledge that Deputy Pike has come to occupy a special role in the Haven Springs community, we urge you to direct all inquiries through official channels. I don't understand how all this could happen under your noses. What's going on over there? This is not an acceptable statement. Nothing but respect for our boys in blue. Singular boy in beige who danced to Typhon's tune. There's no way the cops didn't know. There's something they're not telling us. Follow the money. Dropped your tinfoil hat, you loon. I mean, follow the money is kind of how this went.
The phrase recent events is doing some work in this post.
Due to recent events, the Black Lantern will remain closed to regular business until further notice. Poster is disabled. Replies.
I've got some continued support for you.
Typhoon Mining would like to express our gratitude toward Haven Springs for your continued support. We've issued a statement which is available for you to read on our website. I would like to read that. Posters disabled. Replies.
Do I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait? I kind of think I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait.
Hello friends, I've decided to open back up to commissions. I think we're all looking for ways to stay busy right now, and making art has always been my favorite method. Please get in touch if you want a portrait. I try to keep my rates reasonable, and I offer a discount for first-time commissions. Awesome news. Should we call the shop? That works for me. Hey Haven, the Record Traders is currently accepting applications. Priority will be shown to applicants with previous retail broadcast experiment. Fill out an application on our website. We'll be conducting interviews next week. Dope. Okay, so I'm definitely applying if you're hiring 16-year-olds, but is there like a sudden opening? Who left? Nobody just yet. But to be honest, I'm kind of eyeing the exits, looking for new adventures. Oh, geez, we'll miss you. Back at you, kiddo. Jessica? Oh. Hello, Alex. This is Jessica Martinez from the Rocky Mountain Gazette. Sorry to contact you out of the blue. I know you've been through a lot. We're working on a story about the typhoon controversy. I'd love to speak with you either on or off the record about your experiences. I'm not really comfortable talking about it right now. Your comfort would be my priority. Please contact me at this number if you change your mind. Thank you for your time and stay safe. Alex, you're incredible. I'm here for you no matter what. Call me the minute you need anything. I know. Thank you for having my back. It meant so much, of course. How could I not after everything? Growing up, my dad was a hero, and after the accident, he was the whole town's hero. It was the best feeling in the world to know others saw him the same way I did. No one questioned it, even when the strange phone calls started, the late nights, locking his office when he left the house. It was all lies, and now I know the truth because you showed it to us. Let me know if you need help. I'm here. Thank you, Ryan. I will. Is there a version where Ryan doesn't believe you? Is there a version where Typhoon Mining gets their expansion? Hey, Chen, didn't think you'd actually take down Typhon. You're braver than I ever imagined. Now you owe me a new job. I'm glad you're okay, really. Thanks, Mac. Dear Alex, you've been through an awful lot these past few weeks, but your resilience and courage continues to astound me. I have no doubt you will weather this affront against your person with the same grace as you demonstrated to me during our lovely dance at the Spring Festival, a moment I will not soon forget. Please remember, we are here for you. Sincerely, Reginald McAllister III. I know I appreciate you sticking up for me, Ducky. I don't know what to say, Alex. My heart breaks for what you've endured. No one should have to live through that. But just remember that Ethan and I are here for you. Thanks, Shar. What you did wasn't easy. I won't forget it. Oh my god, I heard what happened. You weren't gonna mention being a superhero when I texted yesterday? I'm so glad you're safe. Thanks, buddy. Me too. Oh! They both got their hats. Dad knows what's up. That's awesome. Ethan, you guys look great. Thanks. Alex, Arthur Jones with the New York Telegram. We want your story in our ongoing typhoon coverage. When's a good time to speak over the phone? Sorry, I'm not doing any media right now, getting a lot of requests. When did you learn that your father lived in Haven Springs and worked with Jed Lunkin? How did it feel to learn that Jed Lunkin was responsible for the mining accident that killed your father? Why do you think Jed Lunkin confessed to his crimes? Caller's been blocked. You will no longer receive messages from their number. Alex, pick up. Just let us know you're okay as soon as you can. I'm pretty sure you just lost your phone, but Ryan's freaking out. Okay, we're both freaking out. We just want to make sure you're safe. Call us. Alex? I think sometimes we make reserve space in our heads for particular people. The important ones, anyway. They become part of us, so permanent and immutable that eventually you can't imagine what it would even mean to be who you are without them. And then one day they're gone, and all that's left is the space you cleared for them in your head, and you're not sure how to so much as breathe anymore. Maybe that's what it means to be haunted. Ducky doesn't know how to be Ducky without Tabs. Part of him feels like he's spent the years since her death doing an impression, his best recollection of who he used to be when she was still here. I think when we danced, he remembered a little bit of who that person was. I think he could see a little of what Tab saw in him. Hoping I see you at the bottom when I finally drain the glass. I've outlasted this entire damn town. I want to see you dance again at last. Steph's good at hiding her feelings. Maybe it has something to do with her LARPing, knowing how to wear her personality like a mask. But tonight I could tell that underneath the genuine excitement was a vein of anxiety. A tiny voice whispering, you have to deal with whatever comes after. She asked me to leave with her, to see the world with her, and all at once it occurred to me that the wide open sky above us would look just a little different from some other rooftop in some other place. For a second, I ached to see it. Little stages and little bars, a whole secret network of strangers waiting to be made less strange, even if for a night. Cut the deck, pick a card. Maybe this is what I need, someplace new. Follow you from Salem to the sea. They tore a wall down in Berlin. I could tear a wall down too. What if what I need is you? There's a threat that keeps you awake at night, all vigilant and terrified. Then there's the one you don't even know exists, so you sleep just fine. Guess which one is more likely to kill you? I thought I knew what Typhoon was, but really I had no idea. Pike knew and it terrified him. The horror of the witness, the paralyzed audience strapped in and made to watch the same inevitable choreography performed again and again and again. What have you seen, Pike? Before Gabe, before me, what secrets did you have to keep? How long did you have to keep them? I thought of Charlotte, how I could have swallowed her anger, how I didn't. I still don't know if it was the right call, but I knew that I needed Pike on my side, so I did it. Rat girl, keep your head down. The cats will always win. Pen in shaking fist, cross your name off their list. I can't go through this again. Jed Alex, Jed Alex. I got good at describing other people's emotions in this book. Even new emotions, complicated ones. I could push through the mystery, find the words, but I don't know if I can do that here. I know that something in me resonated with something in Jed, each looking into the other, drawing us together. I saw it in him, and it was like walking into a house you used to live in, seeing what someone else has done to it. Blazing self-hatred so bright you can't let yourself look at it. The sure knowledge that you spread rot to everything you touch. The rigid feeling of the role, the routine, the lines you memorize and regurgitate to keep yourself from succumbing to the pull and looking at the truth. Maybe that's why I forgave him for all of this. The heat and force of his loathing required me to face my own, like two magnets of the same polarization pressing each other backward. The bullet, the fall, the hospital, the house, the orphanage. Is it weird I feel grateful for them, grateful to Jed for giving them to me, for however accidentally pushing me to look at my own self-hatred and come out the other side? Fill your hands with grains of sand. In the rocks you see the clocks. Thought I could hurt, I could be brave. Nothing can save you, nothing to save. Of times that pass, the good, the bad, your life's a life you wish you had. Pendant. For most of my life, I've known what other people were feeling, couldn't escape it. Sometimes it felt like I was drowning, failing to keep my head above water and sinking away. And all that time, the only person whose feelings I really wanted to understand was Dad. And then I found you at the bottom of the world, and I finally felt what you were feeling. And what's messed up is your emotions were just so normal. Human, I guess. Fear, regret, same stuff as everyone else. Same stuff I've been drowning in since I was a kid. Shouldn't take an empath to know that, but I think I needed to feel it before I could let you go. And now the only person whose feelings I still need to understand is me.
I love this guitar, but if it starts asking me riddles again, I'm throwing it out the window. Maybe Dad deserved everything he got, but I'm still glad we were there with him in his last moments.
Are there thoughts?
I've been playing a lot the last 2 days, trying to think things through. But I realize it's actually the opposite. When I'm playing is the only time I get to not think about Jed, or Gabe, or Dad, and what could have been if he'd never come to this town. Most of all, what I don't think about is me, because I've never been good at that. And suddenly, it's the only question that's left. So, I just keep playing. Maybe Salem would be cool. I'm already an expert in witch trials. Even though it was hard, I'm glad I let Charlotte overcome her own anger. I think it gave her the strength to support me. I felt very close to Ducky after our dance. I guess he felt the same way. Must be rare that a local paper gets to break out the really big headline.
8 deaths covered up by typhoon mining. Haven Spring rocked by revelations.
See? This is why I try to only read the art sections.
Old and new talent shine at Spring Festival. A surprising newcomer and a 3-time veteran joined together to create musical magic under the Springs Festival stars on Saturday. Alex Chen, whose brother Gabe Chen, longtime bartender at the Black Lantern, was killed in a tragic mining accident last month, lit up the crowd with her passionate vocals and powerful guitar. It's been a long time since I've witnessed a Spring Festival crowd dance together with abandon like that, noted Jesse McPherson, local novelist. It was transportive. Steph Gringrich, KRCT DJ and mainstay on the Spring Festival stage, held down the drums for what the duo claimed was their only first time playing together, including even practice sessions. Color this reviewer a tad skeptical. The chemistry was palpable. I think I speak for all in attendance when I say, here's hoping this is the beginning of a new Spring Festival tradition that will continue for many years to come. Bowed but not broken, Haven will survive. The image of Haven Springs as an idyllic refuge, an oasis of comfort, a civility blissfully removed from the tumult of the outside world, was shattered on Sunday, in truth that Haven never really existed outside postcards and tourism board drivel anyway. But while we have weathered troubles and fought demons in the past, we know that this typhoon mining scandal will leave a unique scar on the psyche of our small town, not just from what took place, horrible enough as those details are, but from who was involved. A young and beloved bartender, a respected mining industry up-and-comer, and the town's most revered patriarch at the center of it all. Jed Lunkin currently sits in San Miguel County Prison. He's said to be fully cooperative with the police and repentant for his actions, but the harm he has done to this town, to all of us who knew and trusted him over the years, is just beginning to be understood. Still, in the face of this tremendous calamity, we say Haven will survive. We will emerge, if not stronger, at least a bit wiser for having overcome it. We will do this not because it is easy, but because we have no other choice. This is our home. Picturesque mountain town of Haven Springs is reeling after a series of revelations that connection to the death of Mr. Chen. Miss Jacobs, location manager overseeing the expansion, is simply unimaginable what the girl's been through, said Miss Lath. Miss Chen has declined repeated expansion efforts, halted. Residents were left wondering about the effects of local business and real estate, I'm sure. Oy.
Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it.
Chen. Hell's divers.
You ever swing a pick before, Mr.
Chen, John, and no. But I'm a hard worker, and I learn fast, and I don't mind long hours.
You don't have somebody waiting on you at home?
No, sir.
Well, John, guess you're a hell diver now.
Wow.
Nothing like being called delusional by someone you trusted. That one really hurt.
Yeah.
I'm glad he held on to it, for whatever it's worth.
Alex, they told me to destroy this jacket after the accident. I couldn't do it. Perhaps some part of me knew I would one day need to pass it along. When Gabe first stepped into my bar looking for his father, I swore I would one day return his jacket to him. Then I swore I would return it to both of you. I think you know by now what my word is worth. I did not deserve your forgiveness, but it moved me more than I knew was possible. I hope this gift will provide some small comfort to you in the days ahead. I wonder who he would have been if things had been different. John or John, husband or widower, dad or whatever he decided to be instead. What if Mom hadn't died? What if they'd never come to the States? What if Gabe and I hadn't come along? Would things have been different? Or was there something about him, something impossibly, bottomlessly sad, that was always going to lead him here or someplace like here? He didn't have somebody waiting for him at home. He was right. We had already been plucked up and sent away, isolated from him, each other, ourselves. He thought a lot about coming back someday, whether he was strong enough, whether he'd be doing more harm than good. I don't know. I know it would have been nice to look him in the eyes as an adult and get to decide how I feel about him. It's hard to forgive a ghost.
I'll never understand exactly what happened to me down there, but I'll always be grateful. Good thing I sold off all my Typhon stock.
Typhon CEO resigns amid stock plummet. Sources say FBI investigation imminent, just hours after the defiant press conference in which he vowed to see his company through the choppy waters ahead. Dennis Walker's resigned as CEO and chairman of Typhon Inc. Meanwhile, shares of the global mining concern, once top 5 in its sector, have nearly halved, from $84.27 to $28.22, with no bottom in sight. It all stems from a series of shocking allegations and confessions tied to operations on Western Colorado, where regional operations coordinator Diane Jacobs and former mining team leader Jed Lunkin were arrested for.
I'm pretty sure my voice was already heard by everyone who needed to hear it.
Denver Times request for comment. Alex, I trust you received my other messages and voicemails. I'm asking for 10 minutes of your time. We go to print at 8. Please let me help your voice be heard.
Is it weird that the part of this that bothers me the most is nondescript dive bar?
CEO mining scandal has deep state fingerprints. Irregularities abound. Truth remains buried. What are they hiding? Deep state deniers and wool-eyed cynics. Good luck trying to make sense of what went down in the small mountain town of Haven Spring last week. Behind closed doors of a nondescript dive bar, 8 town council members gathered to discuss a municipal mining permit. And when the doors opened, one of them was admitting to murder, another to criminal fraud, and yet no one else could explain in any rational way anyhow how this all supposedly happened. Local taxidermist Reginald McAllister, known to others as Ducky, described a near hypnosis in the room as a great man was made to stand naked before all, and exhumated truth begot its rightful place atop the throne. To longtime readers, the implications could not be clearer. This town council must belong to or be a servant of the globalist para-governmental military-industrial nexus that dictates international. Okay.
I am now a double victim. First, to Jed Lucan's horrible deception, and now to Typhon's attempts to scapegoat me for their crimes. But I will fight, tooth and nail, to ensure that the real story is told and my name is cleared. Thank you.
Sounds like Diane is angling for a book deal. Hopefully it ends up in the fiction section where it belongs. They say I was powered by adrenaline that whole morning. Now I'm mostly powered by extra strength Advil. And these.
You were shot, Alex. I still don't know how you're not dead.
When it comes to haunted mines, this game beats real life every time. The LARP was 2 days ago. That doesn't seem possible.
No. A lawyer business card.
Maybe I do deserve some $ justice, but I'd much rather be able to move on with my life.
Alex, call me. You deserve justice. Plaintiff's attorney.
I want to go outside without seeing anyone. That's why God created rooftops.
She doesn't want to go outside. Oh, I didn't hit the button. There we go. Is it a Steph?
Hey, Steph.
Yay!
Alex, wait. Before you say anything, I have to get this out.
Okay.
Okay.
What you did at the council meeting, it was the bravest thing I've ever seen. And it made me want to be brave too. So, here it goes. I want to be with you. I don't give a shit about playing music or seeing the world. I mean, I do, but only if it's with you. And if you'd rather stay here instead, then
No?
Fuck it. I want to stay here too.
Your ticket!
You ripped your bus ticket.
I can get another one. Or not. It doesn't matter. Point is, I'm in. For whatever you want.
Oh.
You've, given me a lot to think about.
Well, good. That was the idea. You know where to find me. Good luck, Chen.
Thanks, Steph. All right. Just tell me.
What?
My future. What to do? The night of the Spring Fest, Steph made a strong push for leaving with her. Playing on the road. The excitement of the unknown. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do. You should stay in Haven.
You really think so?
Of course. You finally have a home, a job, people who actually like you.
My boss is in jail, so...
Why would you give that up?
Do you really have a job?
That's true.
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends. And don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need my big brother.
I'm sorry.
I know.
But here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. And neither is Steph. Life goes on. You get a job working with Steph at the record store.
There we go.
All those years of being a music snob finally pay off. And little by little, time does its thing. The apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home.
And how do you still live there? Because doesn't Jed own it?
Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, even of me, begin to fade into the background.
Community-run establishment. Oh! Is Riley going out with a new person? Talking to someone new? Nat 20.
Rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans. Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all. You don't know exactly when it happens, but one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you. And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels. You don't question it, you don't doubt it, or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course.
You already have.
With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Do what exactly? Become an actual musician?
Live in a van? Travel between dingy bars, hawking your SoundCloud, pouring your soul to strangers? Sounds pretty great if you ask me. The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
I don't know! I wanted to stay before all the shit went down. I think Alex, at her core, wants to belong. And I think that means staying.
I know what I want.
this is my favorite Life is Strange game. The first one really resonated me and made me feel all the feels in a bunch of ways. But I definitely enjoyed this. And I really enjoyed the concept of empathy as a game mechanic was one of the reasons why I was so excited to play this. And it definitely lived up to its potential in that regard. And like any Life is Strange game, made me feel all the feels. I definitely want to look up what the relationship with Ryan is like if you choose Ryan. And I want to look up what happens when you don't when you make the right choice with Eleanor. Riley will get to college eventually. She just had to put it off for a little bit, that's all. She'll get there. This was good. This was enjoyable. I definitely enjoy this franchise. I'm up for whatever they do next. Fun fact that I found, Alex was originally going to be much more bitter in the vein of Chloe. That's how they originally imagined her because of her backstory and everything that she's gone through. They just thought that she would be more angry about what has happened to her, but they felt like a story that was about empathy, that kind of character who's bitter would have trouble connecting and reaching out to other people, and she had to be softer to give that more empathetic feel to it, and I think that was totally the way to go. This is also the first game where they did full performance motion capture, which I didn't talk about it while I was playing the game, but the animation in this is just so amazing. We got so much in their the characters' facial features and Alex's expressions. There's so many little moments in here that's just so small and so tiny that would be so much more difficult to animate and get right if you weren't doing motion capture. And I think that this really brought the story to a whole different level than what the previous games were able to achieve. So again, just really excited about where this is going in the future.
But you found me.
56% of people chose to stay in Haven Springs. 70% forgave Jed. Alex claims she learned the meaning of home. Alex claims she learned not to fear her emotions. Alex claims she didn't learn anything. Some members, it is possible to get everyone to support you, and because I messed up with Eleanor, that's why she stood against me. None of the council members backed Alex? Holy crap. Alex wanted to play her music. Alex wanted to belong somewhere. Alex wanted to help more people. Alex took a moment to reflect in the apartment. Alex forgave Ryan for not believing in her. So yeah, he can not believe you. Alex wasn't ready to forgive Ryan. Alex didn't see Ryan after the vote. What does that mean? Oh, maybe if you romance Steph, you don't see him? Ryan stood by Alex during the vote. That's apparently 31%. Charlotte sided with Alex. I think you can take her anger away and she can still support you, but I'm not sure. Charlotte believed Alex and couldn't help. Eleanor offered to get Alex help. Oh, it's 50-50 with that. Pike sided with Alex. Ducky sided with Alex. So few people danced with Ducky, but got Alex to side with her. Oh, I forgot Ducky often sided with Jed in votes. That's really interesting. Oh, 31% believed Alex. It's just most people sided with Jed. Ryan and Alex started dating in Haven Springs, 23%. Ryan leaves Haven to be with Alex. Ryan and Alex don't get together. Steph stays in Haven to be with Alex. Steph and Alex leave Haven together. Alex and Steph don't get together. So yeah, Orion would want to stay in Haven. He wouldn't want to leave. That's it. We're done. I assume this is going to go back to the menu. I do want to play Steph's story, so that will be for another episode. Till then, hope you're having a lovely day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. Consider giving a like or leaving a comment. The YouTube algorithm favors engagement, so doing one or both of those things really helps the channel. There's social media links in the description and a link to my tip jar if you're interested in helping out that way. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the next one.